Article 13. YouTube send out messages concerning Article 13. And I'm just wondering, European Parliament saying they're going to restrict people. Restrictions mean what? There's plenty of restrictions already. If you talk the word government or politics or religion, I say it don't exist. Why I say it don't exist? Because devil knowledge does not have anything going on but sin, death and decay. So how can there be anything real when nothing exists in that system? For something to exist, it has to be of the Almighty and the Messiah and wisdom. Has to be of the Almighty for it to exist. If it's not of him, then it don't exist at all. So if someone says years later, anything, 2018 or 1600 or whatever century, and in the end times, people get sensible about their slave history and the periods before that, and the restoration of the 12 tribes of Israel, and the priests and Levites, and the Urim and the Turim, and the tribe of Judah, and all what the Almighty says. He said he never cast away the Israelites. He never did. He loved them from early, from beginning, and chose them. But it's the Israelites that have to come back to the Almighty, not the Almighty to come back to the Israelites. So then you have a system of the Almighty and a system of Satan going on in the world today. Two systems. Satan's system is sin, death and decay, devil knowledge, the nastiness of Satan, the dragon, the beast and the false prophet, and every religion and every politics of this world. So you dress up devil knowledge and devil system and call it whatever political name or whatever religious name. It's only sin, death and decay. All the evil spirits and all the nastiness of Satan. Dress it up how you like. It's still only sin, death and decay. And if you look up somebody, you can see, yes, the Almighty is correct in what he says in the book of Enoch. And all those religious books people never read and see. So I'm trying to make sense. 2018, the end of it now, in their calendar. Because the creation calendar they don't have. So you look at everything in your life. And they talk about government system. Right? This is what no religion says. A system of the Almighty. A political system and religious system of the Almighty. They don't never mention it. Ever. So you don't know. You never hear it. So if you say what the Almighty says and the Messiah, and the Almighty and the Messiah link up, they're one. And the Messiah is teaching people in John chapter 1 verse 12 and 13, giving people the power to become angels and children of the Almighty here and now. Right now, right here. John chapter 1 verse 12 and 13. So if you talk about a political system of the Almighty, why not talk about Paniel in charge of the ministry of repentance? Right? A government system. So that's number one. Paniel, the angel of the Almighty, chosen by him, the Almighty. So that's ministry of repentance. And he's in charge of it worldwide. One angel of the Almighty. Second institution, the priests and Levites, the Urim and the Turim, and the 10% you have to pay for them. Or the increase, first fruits. And you go to the government proper, number 3. National business. Business, trade, that kind of thing. And then you go to number 4, the People Council. For unborn babies, women and children, men, right, for everybody, all the citizens. They have their own government system. They'll feel good about that because then they decide the cost of living, interest rates, whatever for their benefit. They're bound to decide something if they have government power. Bound to. So they can sit there and decide what kind of lifestyle they want to work for. 6 days a man shall work, and on the seventh day rest, and all the festivals of the Almighty. His creation calendar, his original language, his pure language, his education system, everything of the Almighty, leaving nothing out. So then you say, number 5, the military council. So the military can look after the prisons and the junkies and alkies and all the rehab centers and everything to do with security and training. That's the military. That's number 5. Number 6, you know, is the king of Judah and all the elders and the priests that understand everything, yeah? So it's all the top people. So the king is bound to have that surrounding him as a king. And the royal family of Judah. Bound to have all the high up people and all the embassies and all that kind of stuff going on. And then you have number 7, institution of government. The institutional judges. Now within that framework, you can have everything going on for the people benefit. Wealth building banks in every institution. All kind of house building, construction work, farming, orchards, vineyards, changing up the world map, all kind of thing. Court of human rights, whole heap of stuff you can have within that framework. Everybody included. Every problem solved because there's 7 governments of institution. 7. You sit round the table and decide matters. Everybody now can be part of the government system. As the Almighty said. So the laws of Moses and the laws of the Messiah, because the Messiah being the living law himself, right, of the Almighty. Moses' law is different again, but it's still of the Almighty. But law tells you about sin, nastiness, right? But the Messiah being the living law is above nastiness, right? So we don't have no devil system going on because it's the Almighty we're dealing with. So it's to get away from the devil system. So these people's system today, the politics and religion, all the world religions, is all about devil system, devil knowledge. That's all it is. They go sleep in them bed at night time and wake up. They go sleep in the devil system and they wake up in the devil system. And there's a whole heap of people in the world doing that system, regardless of what they say. They don't give you a choice between the two. It's just devil system they're promoting. So with all this devil system people are doing on devil knowledge, and they call it whatever they call it, it's not the truth of the Almighty, because it's something that kills and destroys and yam people, right? Feeds off people. So then you look about your own people and you say to yourself, in the system of the Almighty, of course you don't want traitors, covenant breakers, Judases, and all them nasty people, collaborators, sellouts, like all them so-called celebrities in the rap and in the TV and in the films, and all them nastiness they're doing in the parties and whatnot, right? And all them Khazars controlling everything that my people are doing in the world today. That don't happen in the system of the Almighty. There's nothing like that. So they cannot say they're representing the Almighty in their nastiness, in their devil system. Who's representing the Almighty in any religion in the world today? Who's doing that in his system, in his truth? The Almighty being the true word, and then the Messiah being the word of the Almighty, right? So the Almighty is endless realm and his creation light. Endless space the Almighty have, and creation light. And in that creation light, the heavens and the earth, whatever you want, up to the Almighty, he decide. Who can tell him anything? So when you say Europe now, Europe wants a Brexit right now, with Theresa May and all them politicians saying they want Brexit for England, Scotland, Wales, and all kind of Brexit talk, Northern Ireland, and they have to sort out treaty and agreement, this and that. It doesn't mean nothing to poor people like me. Whatever they decide, it don't change my situation. Their system is a lying system. It doesn't do anything to help me. I can't sit down and say, yeah, I'm happy with their system, because I'm not. I want my own system and sit down at my own table and yam my own food and grow it myself, have my own system, everything nice and sweet to suit me. Great, I'm happy. But their system don't provide me nothing. Example, cost of living. Right? The cost of living goes up every year. Who decides that? Then the price of everything goes up every year. Who decides that? So everything is decided by other people. What religion you have, what language you speak, what clothes you wear. Everything is decided about by other people. All kind of foolishness. And then when you're ready, they turn around and call you criminal. Every little thing you do. Right? So that's their system. No black people can come up to me and tell me that they have the system of the Almighty in their head, heart, soul, mind, nothing. No religion can either. Right? Because they don't have the system of the Almighty. They don't have it. Simple. So their system being the devil's system, they can't promote something they don't understand. So in the end times, Europe wants to make deals. The only deal going to be made to Europe is called the end of the world deal. Because Europe has its end. It's an empire and it will end at one time. Right? In one day, in 1 hour. So they're Roman Empire system and Greek Empire system. Because it's together, the Roman and Greek Empire, in the end times. 2018. 2019 it may done. Who knows? But World War III is not nice. World War IV is after. I say 1,000 years, 500, them kind of thing, but it's still after World War III, over 1,000 years. When it starts, who knows? Who knows when World War III starts? But World War III is complicated. You had World War I, World War II. We all know about that war and those wars. So now World War III is different because you have robots, drones, all kind of engine and mechanics and electronics, all kind of poison and booby trap, all kind of, death ray, stingray, laser beam, all kind of thing they have nowadays. All kind of stuff they have in warfare, germ warfare, everything going on. Oh man, every kind of evil they've got manufacturing, and Khazars call themselves Jews. Every evil in the world to contaminate people, even drugs. Every kind of rubbish thing goes on in the head. They experiment with it. How many times they poison black people? How many times they kill black people? How much times they string them up and beat them, abuse them? How many times they do all that? So we don't have our own nationwide because we don't have organizations and leaders sitting down and simply talking the truth. What do we want? Ask. Simply ask people what they want. Always trying to ram Bible down people's throats. Simply ask them if they want to hear rubbish or hear something sensible. They want the government system or they want to sit down and hear Bible talk. When you get up and do something, you're showing people something. When you talk, you're just talking. It's empty talk. What organization says, come and join me and we set up government and take over the land and settle? What organization says that? And the black. Which one? Where? Rastas? They don't. The church? They don't. Nation of Islam? They don't. Any movement, when did they say register the people and then take over somewhere and make it better than? Everybody's trying to sell America such a great place. Or Europe is such a great place. How can it be great when it's only devil's system? How? What do they call great? Living and dead? And that's so brilliant? The Almighty never met nothing evil. Nothing. Don't even get it twisted. He did. He didn't. Nothing. Not one single thing. Nothing at all did he make evil. Evil made itself. The devil, Satan, made itself nasty. The Almighty didn't. Sin, death, and decay, devil knowledge, devil system never come from the Almighty, not one time. With the Almighty is eternity. You go out into his endless realm and try and look for anything. Right? That's sin, death, and decay. There's nothing there but darkness and his creation light in his endless realm. There is no sin, death, and decay there. It's only what Satan made and pollute everywhere in the heavens and pollute everywhere in the earth with the nastiness. And the Almighty said one time only and it done. Won't be a second time. So the deal Europe gets is the end of the world deal. Europe done after that. So when the Israelites look about their own government system, when they look about the laws of the Almighty where they have to destroy all them evil people, right? In the book of Exodus and Leviticus, and everybody that worship devil, mash them up. Get rid of them. So you have to warn people first and tell them if they don't heed the warning, they get licks next. So everybody deserves death that worship devil and evil spirits and demons and worship the things they made with their own hands. And all kind of foolishness they're doing. So leaders, true leaders, would then say to people, all right, there's a clever woman with wisdom and she's wise. Well, teach her the law of the Almighty and train her to be a judge, to build up the nation. Why not? Build up the education system. Make maps, pure calendars, pure map. Tell people the truth. There's a whole million and one different things to do in the Almighty system that's not being done. Whole heap of stuff. Look at the judges in the old days when they established the nation of Israel. The judges, like Samson and Deborah. Any problem they used to fight for the people and for the people's rights according to the law. Now, no religion can tell me, right? No religion, don't matter who it is, the system of the Almighty, because they don't know it. If I want to hear the system of the Almighty, I have to go look my own people or people that study hard. We set up our own universities and our own proper organizations of government. Proper ones, real, solid. None of this foolishness. Our system would be way better than theirs because there's less red tape. Less of it. You want to build a house, build a house. You want to make bricks, make bricks. You want to make concrete, make concrete. You want to farm, farm. Forestry, do the forestry. If you want to plant vineyard, plant them. Orchards, plant them. You want to grow herbs and spices, grow them. Grow them, man. No worry and stress. Every simple thing. You don't put no nastiness in the food. Like fat, sugar and salt. And load it up with nastiness like doo-doo and pee and all kind of blood and all kind of nastiness in the food. You don't make things that are evil or wrong. You don't go and kill all the animals them in Africa or pollute all the oceans. You don't do all the nastiness what people are doing now. You don't do all that. You're better than them nastiness there. Rebuild Jerusalem pure. Government's pure. 12 tribe of Israel pure. Not talk, do. With the spirit and power of the Almighty and His truth. That you don't see today. No religion of the truth of the Almighty. None of them. No politics neither. Their system is a devil's system. And they daren't challenge anybody with their Article 13. Consult people. They would never dare put a camera on people like me. Because then when you hear something, I say, government system, my own government system. My benefit, my people benefit. Yeah. Build our own military. Build up our own government system. Does we please. According to the laws of the Almighty and His ways. Faith. Continence. Power, patience, simplicity, innocence, chastity, cheerfulness, truth, understanding, concord and charity, wisdom and the names of the Messiah and the names of the Father. Make them come and talk to me about such things and teach me something. I don't want the devil's system. Come teach me about Paniel, the angels, them of the Almighty. Teach me about them. Teach me about the Almighty's endless realm and His creation light. Teach me something of the Almighty's great Spirit, Holy Spirit. Teach me something, man. Sin, death, and decay. What that can teach me? Huh? When did the devil or nastiness ever do anything to help me? When? The Almighty, I can't remember how much times the Almighty helped me. I can't remember how much. I can't even count that much. Can't remember it, can't count it. 57 years of age. Next month, 58. December 16. Can't remember how much the Almighty helped me. I can't. My mother, Teacher Mary, Dar Lady, and Titi, Aunt Alice, and all my ancestors, them. Yeah, man. My Uncle Carlton, and all his children, the Antiguans, and the West Indians, the South Americans, the Mexicans, all my people in America, Middle East, Europe, Australia, all over the world. Africa, all over, man. The people them there, light and dark skin. Not dash nobody away, man. Can't do that. Love my people. I even have Syrian cousin. Believe it or not. Have that. A whole heap of people in my family, man. But I want an opportunity, link up with the Messiah. Because you can't do nothing without the Messiah if you belong to the Almighty. Because you can't go nowhere without him. Nowhere. If you don't link up with the Messiah, talking in the wind. Talking out your backside. If you don't link up with the Messiah. Because him one, you have to first link up with. Him one. And keep it pure. No nastiness. Messiah, man. Holy and true, Son of the Almighty. And he's tall, man. Tall. Yeah, man, he's a very tall man. Full of light. You see a light bulb, he's more brighter than a light bulb. More brighter than the sun. Oh dear. The Father is light and full of love. Full of light. No darkness in him. Bright shining light. That's the Almighty. And his angels. Them have an ointment of joy. Yeah, you put it on you. You look like the sun rays when you put it on, man. So him say. Yeah. All that me want to learn about. Things of the Almighty, man. Big stuff. What foolishness me want. I don't want nothing. Even in death, me want the Almighty. Same. It's like now. Want him then, want him now. Want him all the time. Why not? Because him feed me and give me drink. Yeah, me happy for that, yes. Help me enough. But this world, what is it? Sin, death, and decay. In the future generations, there's no sin, death, and decay. Yeah, you don't know that, but that's how it is. In the future. Right now, from the woman in the garden, the first woman and the man, till the end times, all that is devil system history. All of it. Devil system history. Devil knowledge history. That's all it is. Sin, death, and decay. And when the Almighty come, it done. That's the system then of the Almighty. So it's getting rid of the rubbish to establish the true thing. So as future generations will have the system of the Almighty and eternal life. In the heavens and in the earth anew. Yeah, a new creature. A new spirit. A new righteousness. A new power. Everything of the Almighty. Strong. Strong, strong. His endless realm. Who can explore that? Endless space. If you ever see it. Endless. You look up, you look down. No bottom, no top. You see his light, you feel comfortable there when you see that. When you see the size of his endless realm, oh boy. Your eyes them, you come back and you see your spirit, you know. You can't go there flesh and blood. In the spirit, man. And you see it. Whoa. Big. Scary. You like to fly? You fly big when you go in them sides there. You like flying. Because you can't walk. Can't walk nowhere. Too big. You have to fly fast, man. And then it's in your mind. You're controlling things. In your mind. So you have to use your mind strong them time there. Strong. Your mind is like a ship. Your mind is powerful, man. When the Almighty take you in the spirit and give you power, yeah, man. Even in the flesh right now, the Almighty can give you a touch of Him power, you know. Right in your ass, good. You touch with Him power, man. You, hey, what that? You're frightened, man. Yeah, serious. Yeah, the Almighty can shock people, man, if He want. You can't handle His power, you know. Seriously. Strong. Strong, strong. Strong, man. The Almighty show me things. I can't tell people everything. I say endless realm and His creation light because I want my people them for big up. I don't want to talk about Venus and Mars and all them Jupiter and all them foolish thing there. No, man. Talk about something big. Mash up planets. Devil system mash them up. Nah, man. I don't want to talk about that. Heavens and earth are new, man. In His endless realm. His creation light. Big creation light as well, you know. Big. Ooh. But it looks nice in the darkness still, you know. It's a beautiful thing to behold. You can't draw pictures like that. Bright like the moon, man. Bright. Bright like you look upon moon. That's how His creation light look. Pitch black and then you see it look like the moon. Big. Oh. And you're distance away from it and it's still big. But you don't want to look down and look up. You look down, it's pitch black. Oh, you're going to say, oh, what that? Scary. It looks like it can go down endless time. You look up, grey. And then you look like a certain angle, like that. Like them Nazi salute thing there. Like that angle, you look up and you see the light in His endless realm. That kind of Nazi salute angle. And then man, they do the Hitler and all them man do them thing there. So you try and measure where that is, where you're going to and where you come from. How you can measure them kind of thing there? That's a big measurement. But you try and think about it. When you see things, you sometimes can't tell people because the spirit world and this world is interlinked. The invisible and the visible is together in the same space. The Almighty created visible creation. And people don't understand the Almighty is from a realm that we don't know about. Only He know about it. How can you know what He know? How can you do what He can do? How? When He created everything. It's up to Him to decide. Anyway, government system, one step at a time. See if anybody can write a book or make a film or a play about the things I've just said. Go ahead. Let me see that. That would be nice. Yeah, man. Why not? Some serious film, that. Anyway, yeah, Israel. Don't stress and worry about nothing, man. If people can't talk about government, I can. If people can't talk about your greatness, I can. If people can't do anything, well, I can try and do a thing, yes. I'm talking about no Rasta, Nazarite. Yeah. The Nazarene sect. That's what the early church was called. The Nazarene sect. Yeah, Nazarene. Nazarite. Ah, dear. Well, priests and Levites, to look after them, the Urim and the Turim, and all the things of the Almighty. It's soon there, man. No worry. It soon come. I can feel that. This devil system, I'm struggling in it, I'll be honest. Struggling in the devil system, man. Hear the system of the Almighty. I don't want the devil system again. Seriously, I do not want it. Can't hear about them thing there again, man. Devil come to me and say all them foolishness about come and take him system. Take what? Keep that rubbish. Seriously, oh dear. So much people possessed with evil spirits and demons in the end times. And express it by saying I'm always committing crime. Well, I'm always committing crime. Some idiot little boy come tell me about me trouble women and children. All day and every day. According to this idiot. But now I mention him name, man, because he's not worth talking about, really. But that's how nasty the world is. Nastiness. Yeah, well, I get myself in trouble 1985. Look about that if you want. Your business, not mine. 2018 now, you know. And still people want to remind me of stuff they don't know about. If I'm not happy, Europe is going to get mashed up. And I don't care. I don't care for no Europe. Yeah, Israel. When this world done, I'm not crying about that. Not one single tear. In the meantime, before that, of course, I cry. Cry for all kind of things. But not the end of this world, because I'm glad when Satan says I'm done. Glad. I had enough of it. No good. Finish with that, man. It's too nasty. Oh boy. World War III. World War III. Who's going to be happy in that? Devil system. Devil knowledge. Mark of the beast. Dragon. Beast and false prophet. Dash them in a fire, yes. Anyway, praise the Almighty and the Messiah. Yeah, big them up, man. Every time. Pray to them, beg them, ask them, everything. Your kingdom come and your will be done. Our kingdom still anyway. Yeah, our holy kingdom, man. Don't belong to nobody else. One love. Yeah, Israel. Without fail, man. Everlasting. 12 tribes. Praise the Almighty and His mercy. One love. Shalom.